I'm absolutely in a rage about this situation in the UK, and I haven't spoken about this for a long time, but now it's happened that a mum of five has been killed because we don't have proper regulation. It's unbelievably indefensible that we have a situation in the UK that allows people with no qualifications, no degrees, that don't even have to be able to read, to be able to do surgical procedures. If you did this in the US, you would be in jail before someone died. I've always said we're going to have to wait for people to die before someone will actually do something about the situation. And I haven't spoken about this issue for a long time because when you attack the lack of regulation, it stimulates all these people who are building businesses. And I don't think the individuals are necessarily bad people, but the system is awful. So I'm incensed by this because it's totally predictable. There is no one who understands these procedures, this BBL procedure that's killed this mum. Her name was Alice. There's no one who understands these procedures who thinks that they should be done by people who aren't very well trained and under ultrasound guidance. In fact, if you're in California, it's illegal to do it for a surgeon who isn't using ultrasound guidance. That's how dangerous it is. But we have a situation in the UK where you can do it in someone's kitchen. And now it's happened. Someone's dead. And the same person who did this, I know the person who did this. The person who did this is not a bad person. They are a person who is out of their depth, clueless, and they don't have the same framework that a medical person would have in terms of managing risk. And it's a very hard thing for people to understand. You can do a lot of bad shit while still being an all right, friendly, nice person who trying to help people because you don't know what you're doing and you don't have the framework. And honestly, it's sickening. It should never happen. And I'm incensed by this. I want everyone to tell their patients. Everyone needs to share this because this kind of person, I mean, I'm looking at her picture now. We'll maybe edit it in the video. She just wants to feel good about herself, just like everyone else does. And she is a victim of the lack of regulation and the indoctrination, particularly by the training companies who tell everyone that it's just the same, whether you're a medic or a non-medic. They also will market to people very proudly saying you don't need any qualifications. You don't need to even be able to read. I've literally seen people marketing to people who can't read to come and learn how to do facial aesthetics and injectables and BBLs and all this stuff. And it's mind-boggling. It's like a bunch of monkeys experimenting on each other, and of course they're just going to die. Just the only thing I can think of doing other than doing what everyone has been doing for years is, yes, let's ask for regulation. I hope the government, whoever decided not to regulate should be also on trial for this because it's so obviously predictable. The reason, unfortunately, is because the government don't really want to support private healthcare. They like everyone being in the NHS, I think. They certainly don't want you leaving to do aesthetics. I want everyone to tell their patients. Everyone needs to share this because this kind of person, she just wants to feel good about herself, just like everyone else does.